all my ambition.
So this is the post right here. For those who don't know, Senator Mack this is obviously your Twitter account.
Yes.
And this was, what date specifically? Was it on 4th of July exactly?
Yes, it was America's birthday.
So on 4th of July, she made this post. And I don't want to say immediately. I want to say, how would you describe it? Was it same day or was it like the next day that it kind of picked up?
It was the same day.
Same day? Really?
Oh, yeah. People were popping off same day.
Was it for those who don't know, the Twitter account I saw mainly picked it up was Libs of TikTok. Was it, did they do it the same day or?
I actually don't know. So I had never heard of Libs of TikTok before. I was on Libs of TikTok.
Really?
So yeah, no, I really don't follow too many like right wing things.
Okay.
Like, protect my peace. But yeah, someone's like, oh my God, you're on Libs of TikTok. And I was like, oh, like, is that like a big deal? Is that like?
It's a huge deal. I'll be here to tell you the firsthand. Definitely a huge deal. I've known of them, especially due to the situation they had with Joe Rogan. And then them being called out on TikTok for, I guess, quote unquote controversies, but then they're huge on Twitter. Their account's huge on Twitter. So then they reposted this video right here. For those who don't know, here it is. Senator Mack.
Looking like a snack. Vote Senator Mack.
Vote Senator Mack. Now this was Block Island, right? I think
yes,
Block Island. And let's get to some instant feedback. First of all, in your opinion, before we get to actual quotes that I'm going to quote from people that have actually obviously given feedback online and shared their opinion, what would you describe in your own words the reaction to this?
If I could be real, it was white. It was a very white reaction. Folks lost their absolute minds over this. Folks were claiming that they were like throwing up in their mouth and they were just like so disgusted and disappointed and like their whole world was turned upside down literally because I had done a headstand and twerked. It was similar to the reaction that like white people had to when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. They were like, the world will never be the same. I'm traumatized. And I'm like, whoa, this was like not that deep. Like this was like not that like deep. Like I'm not doing anything out of the normal that people would do at a beach. But I mean, most people can't do a headstand. A lot of people can't twerk.
You might be more talented than a lot of people.
Yeah, but so I was like pretty caught off guard by like how much like how affected people were negatively. They felt that like I had personally done something to like rock their world and their perception of like all things holy and moral.
Yeah. So now that you said that, one of the actual feedbacks that I saw online that actually came to mind specifically, people were feeling this way where they were like, she did this divisively, specifically to try to get the engagement of the people of this demographic, the TikTokers, the millennials, maybe even people that twerk. Was it specifically as, strategic as people are making it seem, like you contrived this plan, or was it something that you just naturally did and you were like, hey, let's see what happens?
Yeah, so it's funny. So my TikTok is like literally a week old. Like I created a TikTok. It might be 2 weeks old, but I definitely have a video, like one of my first videos, like, hey, I'm trying to go viral on TikTok to talk about abortion. Like I had a goal in mind to start talking about abortion. One of my friends asked me to join her on her TikTok. She's got a couple 100,000 followers. She's a Harvard graduate and she talks about the law and she's like, join me. And I couldn't join her live because I didn't have 1,000 followers. And I was like, oh my God, I have to have 1,000 followers in order to join my friends live.
I didn't know that.
And I was like, okay, well, it'll take me a little while to build up to 1,000 followers, but it'll be fine. I'm just going to talk about abortion. I'm going to talk about the landscape in Rhode Island because this was right after Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court. And I was like, okay, bet. This is something that I know. I've been working on this since 2015. I at least know Rhode Island. I can give some people some hope in this time because people are like, oh my God, I can't believe like so many bad things are going to happen. And I was like, wait, like pause. Like I do this work in Rhode Island. Yes, what happened federally is really scary, and we have a lot of safeguards in Rhode Island. Do not give your money to these politicians. Give your money to an abortion fund. Invest in grassroots efforts. Don't just immediately give your money to people who are asking for it. There are organizations that do this work and have been doing this work, and we have that infrastructure. So like, don't panic, but here are some resources to help you make an informed decision about how to get involved in the next step. And so I was like, okay, TikTok, like in crisis, like I've got a lot of different hobbies. And I was like, okay, like I am a young, like millennial. I think I can be cool. I tried TikTok before. It just like wasn't my thing. I'm like, oh, this is exhausting. I've got to pump out content every day. And so with this, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going like talking about abortion and the landscape in Rhode Island is my niche. I'm a state senator. People will respect that platform. People will listen to me because I am a state senator and I know this work really well. And then this video in particular, like, yes, it was like, yes, I did post this video after like knowing like, okay, my goal is to go viral. I definitely want more attention. I want to bring more attention to this content, but it was also just a silly day at the beach. Like I've twerked upside down in so many different venues. Like I be twerking like since it was like the one thing that I learned like year one of the pandemic. And so I was like, okay, proud of myself, got that core strength, can flip upside down. And I like did I expect it to get some traction? Yes. Did I expect to end up on like Tucky Carlson's little like TV show with his name, like with my name coming out of his mouth? Absolutely not. One of my friends is in Italy right now. It's like in the Italian news. I was like, this is like wild, literally for like an 8-second video of me like flipping over and like twerking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely did not expect this.
International. Thank you for watching that podcast clip right there from the CA Podcast Cap. Make sure to watch the full episode on the Club Ambition YouTube channel.